bit.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the meat stall. And this is the Sunday after Thanksgiving. You've had your turkey, you fried it up, you followed the directions. That's 3 minutes per pound or 4 minutes per pound, however you cooked your bird. Everybody loved it. You've ate your leftovers. And now it's time for the daunting task of cleaning your deep fat turkey fryer, I guess. Which is pretty simple. So this is why I'm making this video today. Let's open it up and see how she's looking inside. As you can see, from deep frying this thing, you got crud that's all in here. Pretty stuck up. My oil is completely cool. What you need to remember before you start this process is to make sure your oil is completely cool. So let's take off our heating element. So basically we're just gonna take this right here. Look at all this crud and stuff on here. I'm gonna sit this inside of the sink and we're just gonna scrub that off. We're gonna get all the oil and stuff off of the wires, and it's gonna basically spray it down with water. We're gonna set this in the sink, we'll get this later. What you wanna do now is drain your oil. And it comes with a spout, which will connect to our drain, and we'll start draining our oil. I think this thing uses about 2.5 gallons. Typically what they say is take this and put it back in the container that you use, but I got one of those big things of grease and I only used half of it, and I don't want to put this bad oil into the good oil. So I'm gonna be getting rid of this. Another thing, when we're talking about oil, I want to tell you guys what I did. They say use peanut oil is the only way to fry a turkey. So I looked up canola oil, and I looked up the flash point and the smoke point of canola oil, and it was very close to peanut oil. So I went ahead and got it. And I think the only difference between the two was that you probably could get more fries, or you could fry more turkeys out of the peanut oil than you could with the canola. But I fried 4 15-pound birds with this oil right here. And the last bird was mine. The other 3 were for customers, and they came out marvelous. So I'm inclined to think that I'll be using the canola oil from here on out. Here's my drain valve here with my plug top. So basically what you do is you remove this, set this into a spot where you don't lose it. And you take this, it has male threads and female threads on the inside of this right here. You just screw this on. Just go back one on to over tighten it. That should be good right there. And we're going to release the oil. So basically, I'm just going to hang it over my sink. And I got my bucket here from outside that I'm going to get rid of this oil with. You take your petcock valve and open it up. And there we go. We're draining oil. It's draining pretty rapidly. We're still draining. Almost to the end. Let's take a look on the inside. That's pretty dirty. They say you can take this thing and put it straight in your dishwasher, but I think I'm gonna clean it up right in my sink. Use some hot water, a little bit of soap, and we're gonna clean this thing up. Well, while we're waiting on that thing to dry, what we're gonna do is just go ahead and clean up the elements. Now what I've done is, let me show you. I've set the electrical side on the dry side of my sink, And I got the pump coming here. And this is all I'm gonna be getting wet right here. So waiting on my water to heat up. Yeah, most of it sprays right off. You guys take a look. Spray it a little bit. I don't like that water splashing like that. On the unit, I'm really careful of that. So what I'm gonna do is kind of shield it a little bit, like that. I'm gonna shield the back of that unit with a rag so it doesn't. We'll continue to spray this off. Stuff comes off pretty easy. As you can see, it came off relatively easy. Got some a little bit right here. It's going to the probe. Take this and clean it off and wipe it down. And there you go. Your cooking element is clean. To take off the backs, the top right here, you hit this clip, pull it straight off. Now we got this unit off. I'll go ahead and put my hot water in, going again. And we'll see if we can go ahead and get this thing clean with just hot water. I'm gonna get screaming hot. These little soap. Now you can put this in the dishwasher, but I said I go ahead and scrub it up in the sink. And all the grease is not coming off, just majority of it. Probably have to use something like a degreaser or soak it for it to come off. But if you used to clean it like this every time, you'll be in business. You don't have that build up. And if it do starts to build up on you, then you can get that a degreaser and get that off. But for me, for right now, I think this will be good. You dry this off and set it to the side. And here's the mess that we're left with. You wouldn't dare want to put this in your dishwasher right away. You would need to kind of like pre-scrub it. I'm just going to go ahead and clean it all the way like that. But yeah, this is what we're looking like right here. Okay, once all your oil is drained off, close your petcock valve, remove your spout, and grab your cap, put it on there, and now we're going to remove this whole unit out of here and set it in the sink. Okay, and here we got it. Got my water on, nice and hot. It's almost like it's caked on a little bit. There we go, she's coming off. Just need a little persuasion. And that was 4 turkeys that I cooked on this thing. It's a little sticky now. Start running the garbage disposal a little bit. Wipe the insides on the side over here. You never want to put this thing up dirty. That's what this will in all your other grills. Always clean it. Okay. Rinse it out. And there you have it, a clean tin. We're going to dry this out and start the assembly. All right, let's put our element back in. But before we do that, here on the top side of your unit, it's a little grease and water from the steam when it's steamed up. Make sure you clean this off. Let me grab some paper towel and get up in here. The paper towel. See that? Just clean off in here. And clean everything off. Okay, now we're gonna set our unit back in. And the unit just sits right on top of here. It goes in flush like that. You see she's nice and clean, ready for the next cook. Make sure your petcock valve is off, your spout is away. Next, let's grab our cooking element. This is the cooking element. We'll place this back on the unit. It has notches that it go in, and it slides straight in. Clicks in. Boom. Cooking element's in. Cooking element is clean. Let's take a look at the basket. I didn't clean the basket on the camera. When I took my last turkey out, I cleaned my basket. But if you clean this thing as soon as your turkey comes out super easy. My handle, I cleaned that off as well. You don't have to put those in the dishwasher. If you clean them right now, you'll be in business. Last but not least, let's get the top. Here, got my top, and it just goes right in these holes. Boom. Slides in there, and it stays. Got my basket in, and there it is. The Butterball electric fryer professional series is all cleaned up and ready to go to the next level. But hey, I couldn't leave without telling you guys about this Butterball indoor electric turkey fryer. I have to say, if I gave it a score from 1 to 10, this damn thing is, to me, is a 10. From ease of setup, ease of use, ease of cleanup, it's all top notch. I have a propane turkey fryer, which I've been cooking on for years. And it works marvelous. But with that turkey fryer, you gotta go outside, you gotta put your bird in the thing, you gotta fill it with water, you gotta get your line so you don't overfill, and you got the risk of burning your house down if you don't do it right. Now there are dangers that are attached to this, but it's so much less. I'm not sponsored by Butterball in any type of way, but I wanted to get up here and talk about this turkey fryer. I really like this turkey fryer, and I don't have anything bad to say about it right now. It heats up the oil. You know, what I really like about it though is you got your max fill line, and you know that you can cook up to a 20-pound bird. And if you're typically frying, you don't want to fry anything or even roast anything bigger than a 20-pound bird anyway. It says basically says do a 10-pound bird, but you know, if you want to go do a 20-pound bird, if you got that many people coming over, do 2 birds, do 2 20-pound birds. Younger bird, more tender, tastes better. But the max fill line, like I said, you know, so that takes all the guesswork out of it. And you know, it holds temp, and you know, I calculated the 3 to 4 minutes per pound for turkey. I brought it out. Always hit with your thermometer. I hit with my thermometer, right on point. Nice, crispy outside, juicy on the inside. I can't say anything bad about it. But this is the meat stall. Find you some meat and smoke it.
Okay. Turn me up a little bit.